source familiar with the matter tells NBC News that federal prosecutors are looking into whether AMI, that's the National Enquirer owner, violated its non-prosecution agreement with the Southern District of New York as a result of conduct alleged by Bezos. In December, AMI signed the agreement in exchange for providing information about its role in a payment to Playboy model, of course, Karen McDougal, who claims she had an affair with Trump prior to his presidency, which Trump denies. Well, however, the agreement stipulated that AMI shall commit no crime whatever, and should AMI commit any crime subsequent to the date of signing this immunity agreement, they shall thereafter be subject to prosecution. Glenn, your area here. It seems to me, at minimum, an immunity clause agreement should say you don't commit any more crimes. I mean, if they're involved in extortion and/or blackmail here, I would think that would violate the agreement.
Yeah, and AMI really blew it here. They barely could make it 3 weeks, never mind 3 years, without committing another crime. And here's the problem for AMI. This case, this extortion charge, may not have to go to court and be proved beyond a reasonable doubt. All they're really going to have to do, the prosecutors, to show they violated the non-prosecution agreement, is prove it probably by a preponderance of the evidence, 51%. It sounds a lot like what's going on in federal court in D.C., where Manafort is being proved to have lied and violated his plea agreement. So this is not going to bode well for AMI.
You know, Katie, it's not your fault. You're reporting this stuff, but it seems like President Trump came to office with this rogues gallery of all this world we would not even know about. We wouldn't know about somebody named Pecker at AMI who does this catch and kill crap. We wouldn't know about Stormy Daniels or Karen McDougal. We wouldn't know about Manafort and Roger Stone. This horrible rogues gallery of people. The world he comes from, Roy Cohn world. It's horrible. And now we're basically doing L.A. Confidential in the White House. This kind of crapola story we got to cover here. Your thoughts?
Well, Chris, it's but for the hubris of Donald Trump, we wouldn't know about all of the hidden secrets behind those curtains. And the reality for Donald Trump is you surround yourself with people like that, you're obviously going to be implicated by guilt. It's that association by guilt. But really think about, why is it that AMI, which is by virtue, by all accounts, an extension of Donald Trump and his surrogates, why would AMI actually coordinate its theory of defense in terms of legal liability with Jeff Bezos, with exactly what Donald Trump tweeted about just a few weeks ago? Donald Trump said that the shareholders of Amazon should know about how bad Jeff Bezos, a guy, is. And that's exactly what AMI said, interestingly, when he told Jeff Bezos' legal team that it was okay to be able to do all of this and run these stories legally. You know, what's an interesting twist, Chris, is the following. The Deputy General Counsel for AMI, he worked at Amazon for 9 years. You would think that the Deputy General Counsel at AMI would have a pretty good idea how Jeff Bezos operates. And so I think they've underestimated Jeff Bezos and his reaction at this time.
Lachlan, here's a possible. I'm trying to figure out motive. That's what I do. I try to figure out why people do what they do. Why would Pecker, the head of AMI, owner of the National Enquirer, want to get back in the good graces of the President of the United States? Well, he signed an immunity agreement, which basically he's part of a state's witnessing program. He's part of the trouble that Trump's in because he told them stuff they wanted in exchange for his freedom.
Right.
So he wants to now, having basically dry gulched the president, he wants to get back in his good graces. So he unleashes his dogs, his photographers, etc., then perhaps the brother of Bezos' girlfriend, and puts it all together, and he goes to war so he can win the graces of the president back, the good grace. What do you think? What other motive is there at this point?
Yeah, that's certainly what a lot of folks in Jeff Bezos' orbit seem to suspect. The president does not like snitches. I don't know if he's used that exact word, but he said, it should be illegal for people to flip in exchange for prosecution. He obviously, Michael Cohen, he's not Michael Cohen's biggest fan these days. So, that's something that obviously really gets under his skin. And if you're David Pecker, I mean, that's potentially a very beneficial and lucrative person to have on your side. And to have distance between him and the president right now for the first time in very many years, I would imagine in his position you would want to repair that relationship.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.